Hey everybody, it's Jason Blaha with Ice Cream Fitness here. I got an email yesterday that I want to read out for you guys and try to answer this question in a little more detail, even though it's stuff I've kind of covered in the past. But hold on, let me give you guys a bicep shot first. Alright, let me put my glasses on so I can read this out loud for you. I know you're a busy guy and I'm not sure this demands a video. But is it true that the body goes into a catabolic state after 45 minutes? The store owner of a NutriShop told me this and recommended BCAAs and or glutamine, and I've heard your perspective on both that they aren't really needed if you're hitting your macros. Doing your 5x5, I find I'm in the gym for at least 1.5 to 2 hours. Is there anything to prevent this? I have been hitting my macros pretty consistently. All right, we'll get the BCAAs and the glutamine out of the way. If you're getting sufficient protein, I remain unconvinced that there is any evidence that either one is beneficial. I'm 100% convinced glutamine isn't, and I'm only 90% convinced on BCAAs. Mark Lobliner has been showing me a couple things, and so I'm still kind of open to the idea on that one, but I'm not convinced that there's a benefit. Now, as to the other thing, guys, I'm going to link here my series on overtraining. I did a long series on this, and I'll link it down below. And then I did a video here on cortisol, and I will link it again down below also. Yes, there is an increase in catabolic response as well as cortisol in the body after about 45 minutes to an hour of training. Absolutely. The question becomes, and this is where bro science separates from science. Bro science will tell you this is a bad thing. Science tells you it's a fucking wonderful thing. The problem comes in when people who don't understand science look at this and think it's a bad thing. All the available data, and I covered that in the other stuff and linked studies in those other videos, the available data we have says that this catabolic response, this extra cortisol that's produced, yes, it causes more immediate tissue breakdown, but the body responds by rebuilding even more tissue as a response. It produces more of an anabolic response later in the day. And when we've studied it, it produces more muscle growth over several months when you train beyond these thresholds and you initiate this larger measurable catabolic response. So your question of should you be trying to prevent this? Well, no, you shouldn't be trying to prevent it. This is how you stimulate muscle growth. You have traumatized the body, you've pushed it beyond a threshold that the muscle tissue can handle. Your body starts breaking it down, and then it responds by building it up even larger and stronger and creating thicker, fuller muscle fibers, and your muscles grow. So this is not a bad thing. It's not something you should fear. And yes, my program is long. Even my novice program, it usually takes guys anywhere from 1 hour and 15 minutes to 1.5 hours to finish. It's pretty rare for guys to hit 2 hours. You're probably taking too long on your breaks and too long on your warm-ups if it's hitting 2 hours. But this was done intentionally on my part. I want you in the gym longer than 1 hour, specifically for the purpose of inducing more total workload and inducing more of an anabolic response as a response to that catabolic breakdown of the muscle tissue from the prolonged gym time. So that was not done arbitrarily on my part. That was done intentionally. So to answer the question, yes, there is a catabolic response after this. The guy is right, but it's not something that you should see as a negative thing. You should see it as a positive thing. And as long as your program has proper progressive overload in it, you're getting enough rest, and your nutritional needs are being met, this catabolic response is a positive thing, and you will grow more as a result of it. So you shouldn't fear it. All right, guys, that's really all I have to say on that today. I hope this has been informative, and I will talk to you next time.